Moran. On the left side, בסילותא דקדנייתא, כי באמת יש עוד תיקון לתאוות ממון. Because really, there is a way to fix the desire for money. היינו, שיסתכל לשורש, that the person gonna look into the roots, שמשם בא כל הממון, that from there all of the money is coming, וכל ההשפעות, and all of the influence are coming from there. ועל ידי הסתכלותו שם, and by looking into that place, יתבטל תאוותו. It's gonna cancel his desire. By pshat, it means don't look at the cash, don't look at the coins, look at Hashem Yitbarach, that He is the one that is handing you the money, and then you will not have no desire for the money itself, just you're going to see that Hashem is giving it to you, and you won't have no lust. Kisham beshorsha, because over there in the source, in the roots, Hashefa kulo or tzach umtzuchtzach, all of the shefa, all of the bounty is all clear, bright, clean, light, v'ta'anug ruchani, and spiritual satisfaction. Ve'ein mit'aveh ela lemata, and the desire, and the person is not desiring it, is just desiring here in this world when it's become to be thick and physical. Umiu apeti, and who is that person that gonna yasur hena leashlich ta'anug ruchani, that's going to push away spiritual satisfaction, velikach ta'anug av, and to take a physical satisfaction. So Rabbeinu is telling us here something something that is very, very important, that Rabbeinu is saying in Likutei Moran in a different place, that the only reason that people are not doing tshuva is because that they don't have yeshuva dat. They're not thinking on the things actually. They are inside all of the details and all of the stress, and now they need money, and they're running after money, and now they're hungry, so they're grabbing food, and they don't think what's going on, what is the message, what Hashem Yitbarach is telling you. Inside everything that is happening to us, there is Avodat Hashem in it. There is a message from the Creator, from Bore Olam. And if the person is inside the stress, inside the situations, inside of the physical things that happening to him in his life, so he cannot see Hashem. You have to look to the roots, that from that place all of the money is coming from, means to Hashem Yitbarach, to remember it's Hashem Yitbarach. He can give me the money, He can give me the satisfaction, He can give me everything that I need. I don't need money. If I want to buy a house, I don't need money for that. I need that Hashem gonna decide that I can have a house, that I really need a house, and He's going to give me a house. I don't need the money for it. So this is why I don't need to think about money. This is why I don't even need to daven about money. If I'm hungry, I don't need to have food. I need Hashem Yitbarach to make my stomach quiet, to make me relax, to make my brain easy and calm and relax. And the fact that I haven't ate 2 hours or 5 hours or even 2 days, not going to make me too crazy. There was people that were not eating for 17 days, and they survived. So it's not the food that makes me crazy. It's the avonot that makes the person crazy. The avonot are making the person crazy, and Hashem is the one that makes the person calm and relax. Not the money, and not the food, and not the desires and the lusts. Adrabah, when the person is not looking for Hashem Yitbarach, it hurts more. He's suffering more. But Rabbeinu is saying to us, but for that kind of observation, to have that open mind, that ability to observe and to watch and to see that it's all Hashem Yitbarach, אי אפשר לבוא, you cannot achieve it so easily. אלא עד שיתקן בריתו, just only after that the person is fixing his kedusha subjects, only when the person is really holy. כמו שכתוב, like that it's written, מבשרי אחזה אלוקה, from my flesh I'm going to see Hashem. Only after I'm going to fix my flesh, my bone, my physical side, only then my eye is going to be able to see Hashem Yitbarach. We're saying in ה-18, ותחזינה עינינו בשובך לציון ברחמים, that our eyes going to see that you are already coming to Zion with mercy. It's not that we're going to see that you're going to come. We're asking to see that you're already coming, because He's coming. He's coming now. Just we cannot see it. Because we're stuck in the physical world. And the physical world, it's Olam, Milshon Ne'elem. He's hiding Hashem Yitbarach from us, so we cannot see Him. That He's coming, that He's here with us. שבתחילה צריך לתקן בשר קודש. First of all, we have to fix our flesh to be holy. ואז יוכל להסתכל באלוקות. And only then the person is going to be able to see Hashem. ובשביל זה, and for that, עיקר התיקון של תאוות ממון, the main תיקון for desire for money, הוא על ידי ברית, is by the ברית, by קדושה. וכשמתקן בריתו, and when the person is fixing his קדושה subjects, אי אפשר ליפול לתאוות ממון. The person cannot fall to desire for money. When you're a holy person, you cannot have a desire for money. Like I told you that Rabbeinu is saying that desire for money, it's a punishment for a person that have lust for women. He's got lust for women, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is so angry at him that he's not taking care of it, that he's doesn't even want to climb out from that filth. Just he is increasing it more and more, and he likes it, and he wants more and more from that horrible lust. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu is saying to him, you know what? I don't want you even to wake up to work on that. I'm going to send you to run and chase after money, and you're going to be busy chasing after money for the rest of your life, and you're not even going to be aware to the fact that you have lust for money. Lust for money, it's punishment on lust for women. Desire for money, it's punishment for lust for women. So now if you want to fix it, you have to go to the source, to the roots, that Rabbeinu, like Rabbeinu is saying, you need to go to the source of faith. How are you going to come to the source of faith? You need to come to the source of your avonot to do tshuva on them. Source of the avonot, it's the ta'avat ni'uf. Ta'avau ba'enayim, the lust is in the eyes. The ta'avat ni'uf, all of the bad eyesights, all of the horrible things that we wish to see all of the time, chas shalom. You need to work on that, to break that yetzer hara that starts in the eyes, the ta'avat ni'uf. The lust in the eyes is bigger than the lust in the body. The physical lust is lower than the lust in the eyes. And the person become to be crazy because of what that you see in the eyes. You become to be crazy because of what that you saw in your eyes. This is the verse. Rabbeinu is saying that all of the meshugaim, all kind of craziness, it's because of ta'avat ni'uf, lust for women. This is what it makes you crazy. This is what it makes you in stress. This is why you feel like you're in prison. This is why you feel like you're choking. This is why you feel all of kind of suffering that you have in your life. It's only because of lust for women. Because you're taking all of your kedusha, because this is the difference between Am Yisrael and the nations. This is the Brit Kodesh. And you're taking all of your kedusha and you're putting it in the Sitra Achra. And you give all of your bounty, all of your kedusha, and giving it, handing it to the Sitra Achra. And now you're dropping all of your kedusha. All of your simcha, all of your blessing, all of your wisdom, all of your hope, all of your faith, you're throwing it away. You are doing it in your own hands, in your own actions. You're choosing it. And there's no one else to blame. And also you cannot blame yourself. Go to the field and do tshuva. Have to dedicate every day. Rav Shalom didn't just pick a certain thing and told us have to do 30 minutes on that. This is the main thing. You cannot start without that. This is the beginning. Jews are holy. Am Kadosh. Goy Kadosh. It's a holy nation. Elokehem shel ele soneh zima. The God of that nation hates zima. Filth. Hates it. He loves us. The praises, He's praising us only when we're holy. Holy means Kedusha inside the houses and Kedusha in our brains outside of the houses. When you're walking to yeshiva, you're walking from your house to the yeshiva. Not wandering in the streets like a tourist. You're going to learn Torah Kedosha. This is a Jew with the head in the Gemara Kedosha even when he's walking. In the head inside of tshuva, in holy thoughts when he's walking from one place to the other. Not looking at women, not looking on cars, not looking on shops, on stores, nothing. It's him and Hashem Yitbarach, dvekut, closing your eyes, walking somewhere, serving Hashem Yitbarach now. And in all of the mitzvot, Asher Kideshanu b'mitzvotav, Hashem is making us more holy, holier and holier in each and every mitzvah that He is giving to us. Which Kedusha? The Kedusha of Kedushat HaBrit. Every mitzvah is supporting the Kedushat HaBrit. He's helping us to be more holy and more holy in the Kedusha. Which Kedusha? This is the only Kedusha that you have. It's Kedushat HaBrit. And if now the person is contaminated in Tum'at Met, that this is the lowest Tum'ah, this is the worst Tum'ah of them all, Rabbeinu is saying, Tum'at Met, it's Ta'avat Ni'uf. This is Tum'at Met, it's lust for women. When a person is canceling that lust, that horrible lust for women, he is pure. You're pure. You become to be pure like the first ones. As far the distance that you feel from Kedusha, this is the lust that you have for women. Because this is the main desire. This is the main thing that is attaching you to this world. This is the main thing that is attaching you to look for other kind of satisfactions. All of other desires are receiving their powers from that horrible lust. When you're cleaning yourself on that thing, you're cleaning yourself from everything else. Rav Shalom said, you want to control your body, control your eyes. First of all, when you're going to control your eyes, you're going to control all of your body. You see, you cannot control your mouth, you cannot control your heart, you cannot control your ears to listen, you cannot control nothing. Your hands, you cannot control yourself. You're in the hands of your Yetzer Hara. Why? Because you're not controlling your eyes. Like the Rav Shalom said, that he heard from the Rav Cheshin, that said it by the name of the Zohar HaKadosh, that the Yetzer Hara doesn't have no permission to enter to the body of the person from no other place except from the eyes. And the main Yitzra Bisha is on Arayin, on lust for women, on Ni'uf, on Arayot. And it's coming from the eyes. And when one of the students asked Rav Shalom, how can it be that he is guarding the eyes and still he's got Ta'avat Ni'uf? Rav Shalom was strict. He said it cannot be. When a person is closing his eyes, he doesn't have lust for women. Means that you're not closing your eyes 100%. You are blinking. Once in a while you're... Alright. You lost few eyesights on the way to the yeshiva. It doesn't cause Shmirat Einayim. It's not even a good start. Because on the power of the beginning, we should continue for a long, long time. The beginning have to be strong. And the beginning is not in actions. The beginning is in real prayers. To dedicate prayers on prayers on prayers, days on days on days, on davening on that subject. To do tshuva on our early sins, on the sins from our childhood, for things that created, established us as sinners, put us in a filthy place. That every stupid thing makes us desire and lust and crazy and thinking and wondering and walking away from Hashem, walking away from the Kedusha. Have to scratch ourselves back to the Kedusha, to drag ourselves back into the Kedusha, to invest a lot of powers. And the minimum is 30 minutes a day, every day, to talk with Bore Olam on that. And when I asked Rav Shalom if I'm allowed to daven in those 30 minutes on Am Yisrael on that subject, he said no. You should daven on yourself. Everyone have issues, everyone have his own problems, his own satisfactions and desires and craziness and craziness that he needs to take care of. And you're not aware to yourself at all to how much you're sick. You're not aware. Everyone needs to be aware to how much that he's sick, how much the fire is burning him from inside. Makes him sick, make him crazy. Whether he's into it. Rabbeinu is saying even a goy, a person that just have a little bit of wisdom, for him it's not a test at all. Us, we're so far from it, so it means that we're so far from Kedusha. For us it's a huge test. Why it's a huge test? Nothing, there is nothing in it. If you're going to check it, really, you're going to observe, you're going to see that there is nothing into it. Nothing. You can spend days and weeks and months and years without thinking about it if you're busy. So you just need to be busy in Kedusha. Just occupy your brain in Kedusha subjects and don't be bored and don't let the Yetzer Hara fool you and makes you thinking about shtuyot and nonsense, and be busy on davening on the fact that you're going to climb out from that field, and you're going to climb out. When you're busy, you're not thinking about it. When you're happy, you're not thinking about it. Only when you're sad and you're bored and you let the Yetzer Hara invite the Yetzer Hara to jump in, so the Yetzer Hara cannot do nothing without you going to choose. He's just offering. The only one that he has the free choice, it's you. You're choosing. In all of the times that you sinned, you chose that sin. You chose to sin. No one's going to be punished except of you on your avonot. No one. You choose. You had the free choice. You had two options, to do it or not. And you choose to do. You could choose that differently. After the fact, we know it's all from Hashem. But we know that in the present, when you were standing in that situation, you had a free choice. So what you're going to do that tomorrow when you're going to have that free choice, you're not going to see it. We need to prepare ourselves today. How we're preparing ourselves with tefillot. Another 30 minutes, another 30 minutes, another 30 minutes, another 30 minutes. In the end, it's become to be huge, thousands of hours in a lifetime. Because by salt, Rabbeinu is saying, and bringing to us that salt again, the salt is the tzaddik. Only by the advice of the tzaddik we can fix ourselves. Only by the tzaddik. Only because of that Moshe Rabbeinu. That Moshe Rabbeinu, even though that we made him so sorry for so many generations, still, his love is eternal. Eternal love to Am Yisrael. He doesn't care. He's not being insulted. Maybe he's falling on his face. You know, the Gemara Kedosha in Masechet Sanhedrin is asking, why did Moshe Rabbeinu fall on his face? Because Am Yisrael were suspecting him in Eshet Ish. They came to that place that they're suspecting Moshe Rabbeinu in Eshet Ish. Coming to that horrible place to suspect Moshe Rabbeinu in Eshet Ish. He collapsed. He couldn't handle with it. He fell on his face. He collapsed. He fainted. Him in Eshet Ish, that he is totally parush, doesn't have no connection to Niyuf at all. Am Yisrael, when you suspect someone else in something, it means that you are guilty in that thing. If you see someone that he's got, I don't know which kind of bad midah, it means that you are the one that have that bad midah. You see someone that he's no'ef, you are a no'ef. This is why you see that in your eyes. If you see someone that you have desire for money, it's because that you have a horrible desire for money. You recognize your lackings in that poor person. You see yourself. You see what that you know. Recognize yourself. Who you know yourself. Instead of dealing with what you see in yourself, you're throwing it on him, that you will not have to do tshuva. The wisdom is that when you see a lacking on a person, do tshuva on yourself. This is what that Rabbi Zusha was doing. Rabbi Zusha was see people, sinners, that he was going and doing tshuva, even though that he was start to confess on things that he never done. Said probably, for sure, in another lifetime somewhere. Cannot be that he is doing something. It's me to blame. All of the world been created just for me, that I'm going to do tshuva, that I'm going to fix myself. So he doesn't even think to blame someone else in something. Any lacking is because that I'm lack of that thing. This is why Kadosh Baruch Hu is showing it to me. Only by the tzaddik. Because by salt, when you have the tzaddik, he is helping you to reduce the desire for money. Like we learned. He's giving you that faith that you will not have to chase after shtuyot. That you're going to look for the source of all of those things. You're going to see only Hashem. ושורש השפעות הוא מכונה בשם שיליה. And the roots of all of influence is called in the name of Shilya. Shilya is the placenta. ששם מונח הוולד. That over there the baby is waiting. כי השיליה הוא בחינת דלתי בטני, because the shilya, the placenta, it's an aspect of the doors of the stomach. כי יש שני דלתות לאישה, because there is two doors to the woman. כמו שכתוב, like that it's written, כי לא סגר דלתי בטני, that Hashem haven't closed the doors of my stomach. Doors, it means two. ונעשה משני דלתין, and a door in Lashon HaKodesh it's dalet, and dalet it's all the letter dalet. So door delet it's dalet, it's the letter dalet also. So ונעשה משני דלתין, and from those two doors that they actually are two daletin, two letters dalet, צורת mem stuma, it becomes to be the shape of a closed mem. Dalet it's like that, and another dalet it's like that. Together they become to be a mem, like that. Come to be a mem sofi, that it's a square. ששם מונח הוולד, that over there the baby is in. והוא בחינת מם יום של יצירת הוולד, and it's an aspect of mem yom. Mem yom means 40 days that the baby is being created in those 40 days. וכן יש למעלה דלתי שמיים, and also there is above in heaven doors of heaven, שמשם נולד השפעות, that from those doors the bounty, all of the influence are born from there, are coming from there. כמו שכתוב, like that it's written, דלתי שמיים פתח, that Hashem opened the doors of heaven, וימטר עליהם כעפר שאר וכולי. And he was raining on them like the earth and וכולי. וזה שהשיב להם בשליה דקדנייתא, and this is what that he answered to them in that Sabbath de Beatuna, that Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi answered to them בשליה דקדנייתא, in the placenta of that female mule, הוא תיקונו. This is how you fix that one, של זה השומר הברית, that one that is guarding his kedusha, כשנופל לתאוות ממון, when he is falling into that lust for that desire for money. How you gonna, they asked him, if a person he is holy, and now he's falling into that desire for money, what he gonna do? Because we said that the tikkun for desire for money is to be holy. So they said, so what the holy person gonna do if he fell to desire for money? That Rabbeinu explained to us that it cannot be. But this is that hard question that they asked him. So he answered to them by that placenta of that female mule. ואמרו לה, so they answered to him, מאיכא שליה לפרדה? Can it be that mule gonna have a placenta? It's a mule, doesn't have a placenta. כי עקום אין לה אפילו בית ולד, because the idols, they cannot multiply, they cannot bring kids. אמר להם, he answered to them, ומילכה מסריה? Can the salt be rotten? כי באמת מי שתיקן הברית, because really a person that fixes קדושה אינו נופל לתאוות ממון. All of your question is wrong from the beginning, because a person that is holy, he cannot fall into the desire for money. Wonderful. Let's learn שערה ותודה.